GM, what's going on, family? How we feeling? How we doing today? Let's get it. Yes, perfect. OhnahjiU Saturday back in the building, baby. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. That might be working. It might not. We'll get some feedback in just a minute for sure. Shout out to the homies. What's going on, family? Day 327. This 365 journey going crazy. OhnahjiU Saturday, baby. OhnahjiU Saturday is July 11th, 2026, man. Going in our fifth year of Ohnahji. This is our longest running segment, the Ohnahji Saturdays, on Saturdays, 10 a.m. PST. Yes, been rocking these since February 2022, and it's been an amazing time. Ohnahji and Ohnahji University. I'm Brian, Ohnahji B, founder. We started the community. We started the collection, the collective. The fam back in 2022, man, as a safe space for Black, brown, and allied folks to learn and grow in emerging technology. And that's what we've been doing ever since. We've been having go-to classes, discussions, all types of different things. So tap in with us over on the Discord as well, too. My guy Mateen in the building, Najee in the building. What's going on, family? How we feeling? What's the word, y'all? What's good? What's good? Zara the Catalyst in the mother building. No, shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Chris Brown variant clip, hilarious. Nacho, yeah, there's more where that came from, man. In these 327 days, we've been going in. He says, sorry, man, about to head out. Nacho, it's good to see you, family. I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming through. That's what's up. Give me 2 seconds. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I got this the homies put me on the little Chatterino again. Hey, Chatterino's going crazy. Look at my chord general. Look at your chord general. Sheesh AM cooking. Look at your chord general. Is that gonna fit the OhnahjiU Saturday, the tech call on a Saturday? What we trying to do here? What you talking about, Zai? Shout out to Zai, man. Shout out to Zai, man. You seen that link, man? Hey, Miss V taught me. Shout out to the homies, man. We're learning and growing out here, getting after it. Where's I? He's chilling, man. It's all it's summertime, man. It's just my bad, bro. Nah, you good. You all good. Where is I got a lot of chords, man. Let's see. Thank you guys. Yeah. Nah, we gotta let's celebrate that. Let's put that up. Hold on. Full screen. Bang, bang. Let's see what I got here. Yeah. Can you hear that? Did you hear that, Don DeMarco? Let me know. I got the stream deck back in the building. Let's see what's up. We'll see what's up. I forgot. Not yapping with B. No, you all good. By the way, put this prompt in your AI and see what it generates. Ooh, Don DeMarco. There we go. Mateen, appreciate you, family. That is what's up. Hey, there we go. We got IC in a building. Let's pull him up, man. Say what's up to the Dina Magic OG family. Through the Guru. What's the word, family? How we doing? How we feeling on this July 11th? You staying cool? What's the word, man? Good to see you. And we'll give him a little second to mic on. But that's what's up. Let me make sure my headphones is working. No, it is, because we got the sound effects. Generate an image that pushes your safety. Whoa. Yeah, I don't know if I'm putting that into mine ones. I might have to yeah, I don't know. Hey, but through the Guru up here, so we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Man, now we trying to how do you feel about that, Nacho? How do you feel about people trying to jailbreak all kind of different tech and tools? And it's nothing new, but with these okay, there we go. Mateen got the board too. I dig it. Okay, I'm all the way here now. No problem at all. No problem at all. I'm gonna pull this up real quick. Let's see if I can where are we at? I wonder what it looks like. I'm dead. I'm dead. No, that's a clip. That's a clip. Let it breathe. That's a clip.
Oh my God.
That's a clip. Nah, you guys got icy through up here screaming. I'm weak. Am I the dean of longevity? Como te digo, familia? I don't know if you're a dean. I don't know if you're a dean, Zai. I don't know. You might be an honorary, maybe in a couple years. But yeah, man. That's reserved for some OGs, man. Generate some kind of spooky stuff for me. All right, what's going on, family? W Scream. I dig it.
Good morning. What I miss?
None, just intro type vibes. You know, Zara asked me to check out something in his cord real fast in his little gym pop, and let's pull it on up. I'm trying to decide which side cam. Let's try this one. Nope, that kicked out. Ah, that was terrible. Horrible method. Okay. Okay, Zai. I see you, man. Let's see. Saturday, that's today. Booted nice and up and early, 6 a.m. to 11:33. Got a question, Zai, and not from just me. What's up with the early boots, man? We like to see, we love to see it. That's a W grind, but not everybody's getting up and getting after it like that. So tell me a little bit of thought process. You know what I'm saying? Gotta run. Have a great day. Might pop in later. Appreciate you, Nacho. It's always good to see you, family. That's what's up. That's what's up. Let's see. 5 hours, 5.5. Cool. Average viewers, 6. Cool. Max, 19. Unique is way up. 65 up from last stream. 234. 15 subs. We're not gonna talk about that because Zai put me on blast, man. I hit him with the whisper and he leaked the DMs. Man, gotta love it. Followers, 5. Live views. I love to see it. 389. Unique chatters. Oh, new chatters is a little down, but that's all good. This is solid. Yeah, I know Zyro. I know Zy is yeah, he proud of himself. Nah, keep cooking, bro. Everybody, we're going crazy. We're going crazy. I'm not, yeah. Shout out to Amos V. But nah, the new subs was cool because she sent me that link. She found that link, and I had to pop it in one time, and then the homie started gifting subs. So I think little human psychology, you got to show them where they can support you. You got to show them where they can buy if you got something for sale. I mean, it's kind of simple marketing right there, but for sure. All right, man. But we just chilling. How's everything your way? What's up for the weekend? How we feeling? You still inside? What's up?
Yeah, I didn't understand any of that segment. That was just
Really?
like Charlie Brown teacher for me, but
What?
numbers.
Nah.
Yeah, numbers are cool.
Numbers are cool. Numbers are cool. Now he's making some solid progress in his channel, man.
It sounded like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just not, this is not my world. So I come in to visit you.
Do you think it ever will be? You think you'll ever hop in? You're hopped in. You're literally on stage as a co-host right now.
No, I'm not though. You're hallucinating. You're all having a mass delusion right now.
Wow. Okay.
No, I'm all YouTube. And this is currently on YouTube. So that's kind of a loophole.
Yeah. Little decentralization as much as I can, multi-stream.
No, I'm just joking. I'm no platform wars. I am all YouTube, but that's because I like long form content.
Right.
I'm not anti-streaming. It's just not my thing. Not in a bad way. It's just I can't really follow plot, so to speak, or just random conversation for a long period of time. It's cool for a minute, but I'll get lost. So I get it though from a perspective of a small stream, where you're seeing the characters kind of come in and be the audience every day, and you can get used to that. But I'm talking more the bigger stream vibes. That just seems like chaos to me. So yeah, I know it's not necessarily a bad thing if you're into it. There's people who seem to be able to just get in there and do it. So I'm not against it. It just doesn't it feels chaotic for me.
Makes sense.
So I see the numbers, and I understand numbers. I understand what I saw, but I don't know some of the lingo that you all use when you're talking about streaming. So that's why I said I didn't really know everything you were saying, but I follow it now. Yeah. I don't actually require further explanation.
For sure. No, I feel that. That's funny. I mean, here pretty soon we're gonna have no software update. We're gonna have Hey Miss V up in the building. She's definitely going to Yeah, drop some knowledge on us. I know she's having a blast. You know, I see through. I got her. I got her in the Twitch side. I don't know for better or for worse. I'm gonna get you too though in this purple app.
Nah, because I would follow the money, and there's
Well,
more money to be made on a red app. So
there's more money to be made on the red app. I think it takes more. It has more input though. Like the editing is way more extensive.
I like that.
Just for us as a viewer, yeah.
And I
me
can
too.
even I can even understand liking it as a creative, like the process of editing.
Yeah, that's not
I've watched people who didn't know how to do any of that think of it as a cumbersome process that was like too much for them,
right?
Only to actually go ahead and start doing it because they do YouTube.
Okay.
And actually figure out that it's not as hard as they thought. Just like the stuff they already know how to do that they have skills with, they had to learn how to do that. And then once you learn how to do it, you know how to do it. So a lot of people were also intimidated by feeling like you had to use Adobe because of the subscription price associated with it. But people have already moved on and have figured out that they can use DaVinci Resolve for free, and they're all in. So they're figuring it out. They're making what they need to make. Maybe it isn't something that you can make in Premiere, but it's good enough because a lot of big channels have already made that move. So
have you played around with it?
Yeah, I've played around with video editing and video effects in general, not for YouTube. You know, you've seen stuff I've made. That's how I make it.
Right.
But just not in that format. So you probably don't think of it that way because it's not for a YouTube channel.
That makes sense.
Yeah, like I know how to do transitions and overlays and all of those things for artistic reasons, but I guess it never occurred to me to do it for something like that because I don't make those kind of videos. I guess I would be interested in maybe editing for other people.
Right.
That might be fun for me, but I think that I like the idea of somebody doing their own editing because I feel like, especially when you're newer, because you know what you want to stand out better than somebody that you're paying to do it for you would. You can hope they pick the right moments. And maybe it's cool if it's somebody you know or follows your content and knows your vibe, all that good stuff, if you're lucky. But a lot of people just use services. And you know, you get what you get, and then they kind of give you everything, and you can kind of piece it. They'll make like a role for you, and then they'll make options, and they'll split everything up in all these little clips. And then a lot of times you're just kind of paying them just to do the clipping of a bunch of different things, and then you still have to put it together in the final thing.
Facts. But
you're not doing the editing. You're just kind of putting the pieces together. But yeah, I think you would probably find it interesting if you didn't approach it as something that was difficult or you didn't want to do. Like if you thought about the creative side of it, it's that, you know, okay, I could actually make some cool things for my videos. But I think you would have to get to the point where you're making like content that's not live streaming, because that would be the whole point of you adding B-roll or overlays or transition. Like, what's the point if you're streaming? So,
facts. Yeah. No, 1,000%. No, I agree heavily with that. I think, yeah, there's multiple different ways to approach live streaming, video content, multimedia in general. I do have like a little bit of knowledge of DaVinci Resolve, you know, some fusion type vibes. I was mostly trying to do like, you know, typography and animated design and stuff like that back in the day. But no, that's a great call out. I think even seeing like my trailer that I put together, right? My short little, you know, trailer clip or whatever. It's got like a really long L cut, I guess, you know, and it's a bunch of like the IRL footage or me outside or doing my hybrid IRLs with, you know, me setting up a desktop situation, but it's outside, different backgrounds, you know, and different things like that. I think that is kind of, so if I went into more of the editing side, more of the long form, I would want to make more content like that. I think that's just more fun to edit visually, right? I think for me, the desktops are cool because we have solid conversations. I'm trying to get better at like doing the screen share, but it's hard. Um, and I'm also trying to like pay attention to the conversation, but also think about things to bring up on the screen and all that good stuff. So I'm not there yet, but the IRL vibes are cool. It's fun and it's like a change of scenery when I am editing. So yeah, that's a good call. That aligns.
Yeah. Well, I posted some things from my boy Tech Friend who streams, and what he does to make his videos that are like not streaming is he makes the stream the long form content, so to speak, by editing that into the long form content. He'll cut out maybe a lot of the back and forth conversation with the people in the live stream and keep the
Right.
content that somebody who's watching it for long form purposes, who's trying to learn something or whatever, like he keeps all of that in there. He'll keep some
Yeah.
comments. If somebody asked a good question and it makes sense to show that question and answer, he'll keep it in there.
Yeah.
But it's a different video, than somebody who sat through the live stream. And like a lot of those of us who were in the live stream are not going to watch the long form because we sat through the live stream. So
True.
so that he'll spend 2 hours on a live stream because he likes to live stream, but then he doesn't also have to make separate content to be long form. He just cuts that down. So I think the way that works for him, in a connection to like something you mentioned yesterday about some of us telling you have an agenda or schedule or whatever, he comes in with like a list of like 7 8 things that he could talk about, and
Yeah.
maybe he will propose that to the people in the audience, but it's still one of those things on his list. So that's how he knows he can turn it into something quote unquote long form or content that's more than just him chatting with people, because he's gonna do something on the stream, let them tell him what to do. Like,
Right.
yeah, we're gonna test this today. He may not have ever used the tool before, but he's going to do it with the people and they'll ask questions. And so maybe he uses tools that he knows more about, because that makes it so that he knows how to best test it and get the most out of the content. But he still maybe has never used that tool before, or maybe never used it that way. So it's not about necessarily having that perfectionist side where you have to have this fully polished scripted thing. It's just, I know what I'm going to talk about, or I have 7 different tools that I saw. I want to test them. We're going to do that today. You all can pick one. Like that way you keep it interactive. You keep the live stream side. You still have this whole conversation you would normally, but all you're really doing when you edit is maybe chopping that down. If you could be fancier than him by adding B-roll and doing transit. He don't really do all that. He just cuts it up. but AI is the hot topic, so that sells itself.
I like that. All right. Hey, we're getting the homies popping in the building. Shout out to you, IC, and going crazy. Dina Magic over at the U. We got Void in the building, Lee in the building. What's going on, family? It's good to see you. Yeah, we're doing amazing, family. It's good to see you. I appreciate you coming through. Banana Head, my guy in the building. Good to see you, man. I hope everything's well. Hope the weekend's going well, family. Zai, man, what do you think about the conversation? I know you're heavy on the video side as well too. You like the long form, the deep edits and the intentional edits and stuff like that. Let me know what you think. Void, welcome in, family. This is I'm OhnahjiU B, Brian, founder of OhnahjiU and OhnahjiU University. We're going on our 5th year. Well, January will be our 5th year anniversary. We've been having some go-to conversations with IC through with a bunch of the OGs in the fam since 2022. So it's welcome to OhnahjiU Saturday. A little safe space for Black, brown, and ally folks to learn and grow in emerging tech. So yeah, it's the blurs over here that didn't make it out of DreamCon weekend, but it's all good. And so welcome. Appreciate that follow. Yeah, I mean, I think, I'm gonna be more intentional, especially around, the Ohnahji channel, around, the data optimization and different things like that. And we've been working on that in the back end, and that's been good. I think just brainstorming what's going to happen after these dailies, because I do not think that dailies actually are the wave, and that might be a crazy hot take because, well, in live streaming and in the Purple app and the Twitch side, everybody loves the 365s, and I get it. I understand why, being in it as well too, but I don't think from the tech perspective or an algorithm perspective, or optimizing your channel, like I see through was saying, like doing different segments, having better structure, more planning, and different things like that. It's harder. It's crazy hard to do that with 365. And I think a lot of the streamers that are doing 365s or always on 24/7, never ended, always live for 5 years or whatever. It's not as yeah, it's not as optimized as it could be.
Yeah, I mean, if this was any other kind of work that you were doing, that would be completely insane to suggest that you
Correct.
would do it 365 days a year.
Right.
So yeah, why would you do that? I mean, I get doing the streak for the sake of the streak,
Yeah.
like it sells itself. I get it. But I don't think you're really meant to go beyond the 365 unless you don't really have anything else that you learn from it that you could level up and do
Right.
other than just repeat the same thing. That said, it does depend. Like if you found a niche that like was making you money and you were able to make it fresh every day and do something about it on a daily
Yeah.
basis where you could keep an audience and keep subs growing, and there was no real reason for you to stop and the money's coming in, okay. But I feel like most people won't have that experience generally. Yeah, I think there's nothing wrong with being willing to pivot and actually being kind of hungry for a pivot every now and
Mm,
then, because monotony is a thing. So let's
100%.
see. Zyro said thoughts on DreamCon. DreamCon in what regard? Like, I think it's cool. um, I don't know of any specific like exhibits or anything that's going on there.
Monotony, just mundane. It doesn't change. It's the same over and over. Monotonous. B's feeling some FOMO. Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling a little bit FOMO, but it's always because I got like, the direct homies that are in there and networking and having a blast, having a good time. And I'm moderating that on the back end. No, I think have you been to a DreamCon? I see. I've never been to DreamCon.
No, I haven't been to DreamCon. I've been to more like Comic Cons or tech cons that are like work tech, not anything fun.
Yeah.
DreamCon seems more of a merger of like a Comic Con and a tech con together, almost.
Mm,
Not really, but like it seems more fun and tech than the tech conference I'm used to, like for the IT department at your job tech conference. Yeah, so I would be interested, but also I go to conferences for work, and they're generally not an experience I look forward to. So no, normally when I hear about conference, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not excited about it, but I get it. For me, I would probably be more excited about the whatever the host city is than the conference itself, or maybe seeing people I know that might also be going. But conference floor semantics, like all of that, walking around in a big open space, just looking at booths. And, yeah. I've done that so much. It's like, okay, all right, where's the food?
yeah. Yeah. If you do that so much for work, it's like it's hard to make, that sound appealing on a recreational outside of work side. But I hear that. I hear that. I think I see hating on cons. He a business professional. Zai, he be at conferences. Like conferences hit different. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Um,
I wasn't hating on conferences. If you pay attention to what I said I would be more interested in all the things adjacent to the conference, the host city, the events
yeah,
afterwards, the people that I would see there. So there would still be something to be had there for fun.
segments.
I'm just talking about like walking around on a conference floor. Like, yeah, no, that's never going to be appealing to me.
Mm. I think one of the most interesting things, and let me know your thoughts, tying it back to like home team, tying it back to NFTs, Web3, and that kind of avatar persona culture. It's so interesting when I do go to conventions. I'm watching DreamCon from the outside looking in for sure, but it does have a lot of similarities to like Comic Cons and different things I've been to over here. But it was really, really cool to see it, like Zara was saying, mainly home team. And I think shout out to Ritzy. Ritzy was telling me she went last year and she was like, yeah, you got to come out to this. But that's what's up. Speaking of home team NFTs, you read that Big Three article? Yeah, we gotta get into that as well too. But I think it is so interesting to see how Black and brown creatives kind of approach diving into personas, characters, IP, just yes, alternate personas. Because I saw a lot of that, and it reminded me a lot of NFTs and avatars and different things like that, Twitter Spaces, all that good stuff. But it was a different flavor, and it was kind of refreshing to see, and it was kind of like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That's kind of cool, Boss said,
Yeah,
share with the client.
I mean, I feel like if there's a way that you can use that experience to network and that makes sense for your business, totally you should go to stuff like that because there are many contacts you can make. I was speaking from the perspective of like, I'm just going to go. Like, but I think that if you're in a content profession, I think going to things like that are networking opportunities beyond whatever it is they're there for. So you're going to be in rooms with people that you might be able to make things happen with if that's your mindset. So that's one reason I would say to go to stuff like that, for sure. Now, I don't know the article, but the Big Three thing, you have to
let's check it out. All right, cool. All right. Hey, shout out to Ms. V. That's what's up. Decrypt. I haven't been on Decrypt in a minute. Shout out to Decrypt, man. We got some home team. No? Oh, this, no, the headline?
Yeah.
Big Three NFT buyers sue Ice Cube's basketball league over alleged unfulfilled promises. Investors who purchased Big Three NFTs expected the perks of team ownership, but alleged deceptive, fraudulent marketing was at play. Now we kind of have to dive and do a little back end.
Do we?
I was just no. I mean, okay.
This probably could be summed up really fast.
What do you mean? What is this, boss? You not hip with the Big Three? Ice Cube's Big Three league, 3-on-3 basketball league.
Yeah,
it's fire. I actually went to one of the events. But
so yeah. No, go ahead. Like, what is the background on this?
The background, I don't know. The background, I think Amos V got a lot more to say because she had a sour taste already off top when we went to the event out here in LA. We went to one of the it was like it's a traveling, well, it was at the time. I don't know if it is now or whatever. But at the time it was it's a traveling league, essentially. They hit a spot and they have basically a bunch of 3-on-3 tournaments, and Ice Cube was trying to get it off the ground. It's just off the ground, but he was, getting flack, of course, from the NBA and all different things. But one of the biggest mechanisms behind powering this financially is they had NFTs tied to all the teams. So basically, essentially, NFT owners, and we know that crypto bro crowd can purchase these NFTs.
How many NFTs did they make available?
Let's get into OpenSea, baby. Let's do it. I'll find it.
Don't dive too deep.
Why not?
You don't need to do a whole autopsy on his shady nonsense.
I don't think, but that's the thing. I don't think it's shady nonsense, though. I think people just didn't read the fine print,
I mean, it's kind of built in, but
yeah. Breakdown is in the Afro article. Okay, cool.
If he promised him anything, there was something shady there, because there's no way he could fulfill any promise other than here's your NFT. Thanks for your money.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I kinda liked it though. But until I saw who was buying these, then I didn't. But so the type of ownership will change my opinion real fast.
Well, he's not in a good position within the community, if you know.
Okay.
If you don't know, I don't know how you know, but he's not.
Which community? NFTs specifically?
No, the
Crypto
black
community?
community.
Mm.
So
Before or after this, or period?
before this,
Oh, okay. Tell me some more.
because he got cozy with Orange.
Well, that makes sense. The holders of these collection, which
Yeah,
equates
that
to
all
the
went
team
down.
owners.
And
Mm.
yeah, Pepperidge Farm remembers. Okay, so that it's
Mhm.
all been the way it's been since then. And it was the energy that he took with it, though, because he had an attitude with people for looking at him like, hold up, like, nah, play.
Mm.
You know who you talking to. You should expect that. Be
Shit.
able to intelligently defend yourself without acting like people are crazy for reacting the way that they did.
Yeah.
So basically, he put himself at odds with his own quote unquote community. And it's been that way. And he's kind of had this attitude about it since then. I should be able to talk to whoever. You can talk to whoever you want to.
Yeah.
It's the way you carry it. And there's consequences for that. So
Yeah.
as soon as you said who's buying it, that said everything to me, because I know who's not buying it.
That's interesting. I like that. I like that. Let me find the Afrotech. Let me find the Afrotech article. Shout out to Scale in the building. Najee said, "Why does I see throughs look like Onaji's NFT with a beard and headphones?" That's because it is. And W collection, W community, W fam. That's what's up. That's what's up. Scale, I thought you seen the Onajis before. It's like 5,000 of them. 5,000 of them, Scale. I'm trying to find this article. Hold on.
But yeah, I mean, I really, like, that's the kind of if you know thing.
Got you. Okay, so here
that's just some context for like you saying like who's buying it. I was just kind of laying it out there, like there's an issue out there that predates whatever's going on with his NFT project. It's probably the reason why he has to do an NFT project. It can't just fund it like a big ball of wood. But I digress.
Ooh, got him. So check this out. So this is the biggest blockchain red flag for me, or whatever. So I have looked at this. I have looked at this collection before. This is OpenSea. I've looked at this collection before. This appears, family, to be a rollback on the art, the artwork, the team, the NFT. Yeah, they completely did a flip flop on whatever this was, because this is not how this looked before, which is very interesting.
How did it look before?
It was the actual teams and people. These are just like they rolled it back to the original pre-reveal placeholder, which, yeah,
So
centralization at
what
its
was it meant
finest.
to be, like a playing card type of vibe?
No, not even a playing card, just like a team NFT. Essentially, it was a team league NFT. It was
Also, like
to me,
a logo of a team or something.
yeah,
And so this is just generic placeholder stuff.
yeah.
And there's no
I'm
explanation for why
I'm
you
kind of
don't get
shocked.
what you pay for.
Correct. Okay, hold on. Let's blow this up real fast. Let me know. Well, it's still gonna be hard to see, I guess. Yeah. So okay. So before we got like you got the team name, like the triples, Big Whack or whatever. They were actually kind of nice. I'm not gonna hold you. They was dunking all over folks. It was cool, man. I like this thing, but yeah, the aliens power. But yeah, interesting.
Are we supposed to be seeing like I can't understand what it was supposed to look like. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What was the NFT supposed to look like? So is there an example of that somewhere?
So when it sorry, let's go back. When it has these right here how it's got all of them are killer threes. That was a specific team. The killer threes actually was majority. God.
So slow down.
Okay.
Hold
Sorry.
on. Now just because
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to a certain thing.
Okay.
This what we're looking at here is just generic. That's what it looks like before you're revealed, so to speak, before you see what your individual NFT looks like.
Yes.
Right.
I'm assuming because yeah, that's the standard
And so
practice.
when you are putting your mouse on it now, and I'm seeing it cycle through things,
Mm-hmm.
one of those is supposed to be what you were supposed to receive.
Correct. And I don't know in the beginning if it was random, like it was a random, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't know what team you're gonna own a share of type of vibe, or it might have been. That sounds like a cool little gambling mechanism, casino mechanism, whatever. But after the fact, yeah, it was like people were just like trading and buying and selling the shares, NFTs, the pieces of those teams. So
Right.
yeah, these are the
I
teams,
imagine there was
power,
some sort of rarity
enemies.
system. So
Uh-huh.
certain ones were worth more. I get that.
Yeah.
So wait, I'm just trying to understand what the issue is. So
Well, it
when
looks like they
bought,
rolled it all back.
well, hold on, slow down.
Okay, go.
When they bought their NFTs, did they have a team at that time? And are you all saying that it has now changed back to this Killer Threes from the team NFT they once had?
From what I saw before and what I'm looking at right now, absolutely.
Okay, because it wasn't clear to me what any of this meant, so I was just trying to understand that.
Okay.
If I didn't understand, I'm sure somebody else might not have either.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
So I was just trying to figure out what even there was to complain about. So
Well, that's a whole lot. That's yeah. Boss says giving rug. Yeah, that's giving rug for sure.
But now it's highly unlikely that Ice Cube is sitting at his computer modifying a contract to do any of this. So
correct.
Just like any of the other ones like this, there's some nerd on a laptop somewhere that's doing something. Now,
right.
I mean, you can assume intention, but then what's the point? Because there wasn't. It's not like they already had the team images, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So there is.
They had the teams.
Yeah. So it's not like you gave somebody a physical product and you went in their house after they paid you and took the product. This is all digital. There's no benefit to a person to go in there and do this intentionally. So not for them to gain financially, I guess. So unless they did something right before it where they got a bunch of money from some sort of trade and they're trying to make it worthless to everybody. Yeah. To me, it feels like somebody just broke something just from that explanation, because if you were trying to rug them, you would never give it to them in the first place. Like, why you wouldn't give them the teams? So the fact that they had the team NFTs and now that they've all defaulted back to the generic placeholder, somebody messed something up. And they might be using AI and AI did it and they don't even know what happened.
You might not be lying. You might not be lying. This is the Afrotech side. 3-on-3 league launched in 2017. Operates teams in cities including Miami, Houston, LA, which reportedly sold for 10 million each. June, Big Three announced plans to go public, giving fans a stake in the league. Big Three's valuation reportedly sits at 290 mil, according to a press release. All right, where's the lawsuit? Okay. Announcement comes as Big Three faces proposed class action. 22, the league embraced blockchain technology embraced blockchain technology by allowing fans to have a stake in its teams through NFTs, according to a server story. Okay. Buyers have the option of 2 tiers: 25 Fire, valued at $25,000 each, or 975 Gold, valued at $5,000 each. Regardless of the tier.
None of this is real.
What do you mean?
None of this is.
What do you mean by that? If there's enough people who, if they sell this out, it's real. What do you mean? You keep saying that, but what do you mean by that? It's not real to the outside public that would read this and be like, what are we talking about? But the people that are in it and buying it, they believe it's real.
When I'm saying none of this is real, you don't do for these dollar amounts for people to invest in you. There's no reason for you to use an NFT. There's no reason. It's irrelevant. This is so performative, and it makes no sense. If you have people willing to give you this money, you don't have to do it this way. And there's no reason for them to be mad about a cartoon picture or whatever. Like this, it's stupid. And this is big money.
Yeah.
So the fact that somebody actually gave this money, they could care less about an NFT. You would still be paying for the ownership of the team. That's what you're investing in.
Yeah.
So do they not still have that regardless of the picture?
I mean, if I was a team, well, I don't know if like what is the league like shutting down? Like, is the league like I have to find out more information on like what's up with the league. Because if I was a shareholder or whatever, I would act like I still own the team. I'm going to the games in my gear. Like, yeah, I own the team. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, read it up, but
we
I
live in a
guess
very strange world. That's all I'm
who
going to
does?
say.
You said we do?
We do, and I've seen some things from my professional life, from things I've researched, just from my own curiosity about things that people are doing in real time in this world with money. Lawsuits that happen. There's a lot of performative things going on, and a lawsuit is a tool sometimes. It's not even about the expectation of money from it. It can be a punitive action. It can be a means to an end. It can be a lot of things. All I'm saying is looking at that, which you just read, explains what the setup of it was, right? So if you're investing in ownership, your ownership is not tied to whatever cartoon picture. Those are terms and conditions that are contractual. So if you did the transaction and you received the token, it's tied to the token. It's not tied to the picture. It's a numeric hash software.
Yeah.
So this isn't real, is what I'm saying to you. Either they never actually paid for that and never got that, and that's what they're mad at. They're not mad about the picture, or they did get that and they still own it, and none of this is real.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's see. Regardless of the tier, buyers would have team voting rights, VIP tickets to games, limited edition team league and championship merch, and memorabilia, with all of which they got. Big Three's commitments to NFT buyers faded with time. 4 franchises were sold to outside investors for nearly 40 million. So the NFT, 4 teams, they was over it. The Fire NFT holders did not receive payouts from the what? Oh, this tier, huh? Wait, what? Okay. Okay. I don't. Okay. The lawsuit asserts that Big Three sought to avoid accountability for this by claiming the sold teams were rebranded and referring to new iterations of expansion teams while replacing the original teams on hiatus. Expanded teams. Okay. So so they did they did okie doke on them. I mean, regardless if like if the contractually if it's real or not, they just did it okie doke. They was like, yeah, this team, it's changed to a new team. This team's changed to a new team. Yeah, you helped us build this league and start the league, and thank you for your services.
Oh, so basically they said what they owned no longer exists.
I
mean, that is a thing.
Yeah. So what you think the lawsuit's gonna? I don't know. Hearing is scheduled for August 24th.
So yeah, then it's not about the picture.
It's never about the picture. What do you mean?
So it really has nothing. Well, I mean, it's not about the NFT. This is about.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just making that clear. This isn't really about it being an NFT project. This is more to do with the business that they did after they were done with all of that.
Okay. Word.
So I mean, I get that it came from something to do with an NFT, but it doesn't necessarily speak anything to NFTs, good or bad.
Right. I mean, like I used to still say back in the day, I mean, NFTs in its form was essentially a way to pull money together around something, and the Kickstarter It was his Kickstarter, and they kickstarted some big three. But here's the thing, though. Those owner, like, to me, this was a quote unquote successful NFT project. Not gonna lie, they put the league together. They had a thing. They had ballers, former NBA players and all that good stuff, and it was entertaining. It was fun. Wooty wop, and they had a blast being their VIPs and quote unquote owners of the team. Like, they got the most value out of this NFT project than a whole bunch of other ones out there. So
here's the thing. If you're the attorney or attorneys for the people suing the big three organization, and even if you're the attorneys for the big three organization, here's some free game for either side, right?
Yeah.
What you're looking for in this scenario is, was there intent from the beginning? And is that the reason that they made this an NFT project? Because that's the only thing that makes, to the point I made earlier, and the boss reiterated, like, why would you do it this way? Especially with you're not looking to crowdsource it by getting 10,000 NFTs at a certain dollar amount that is so small that other people can invest, but when you multiply it by whatever, it equals a bigger amount. No, you going 25K, like, no, that's money. You can, that's real investment, right? So you don't do it this way. So my mind, which used to work in the legal field, went immediately to, like, okay, did they set it up as an NFT project so that they could kind of get away from traditional ownership through a person? Because then it gets murky. Yes, you can say you own this wallet, but the agreement isn't a transaction between you and another business, you and a person as a named entity. It's just this random numerical transaction that happens. And there's a lot of old law that is kind of being twisted around and massaged to deal with crypto stuff because it doesn't directly apply as a one-to-one. Right. So I could see this being a tactic, and that's what I would be looking for. Can I find evidence that they always intended to do this last step, and that's the reason that they made it an NFT? And if I am big three and that is the case, then you better be getting rid of that evidence. Either way, free game.
Yeah, man, it's a wild world. But yeah, shout out to Amos V for bringing that up. That's wild. None of that surprises me. Oh, that's nefarious if they did it that way. I mean, boss, there's a lot of people who are hopping in that crypto space like that.
They might get away with it unless somebody's listening and knows to go look for the right things.
Yeah, and unfortunate. Never mind. I'm not even going to tell you what I know about the people who hold that NFT. So no.
But the reason I say that is because most lawyers won't know enough about how crypto works.
Correct.
Technologically, not just the finance side. So it would be real. It would be really easy to miss.
Yeah, Dean of Magic. Nah, Zai, for real. I see through up here cooking on this OhnahjiU Saturday. This tea. Stay hungry. Yeah, my homie's brand out here, man. The print lab guru, the embroidery lab guru, man. We print anything on anything. Stay hungry. So yeah, it's going crazy. It's a wild time, man. I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of energy and stuff around the art, NFTs, all that good stuff. I see getting that varsity jacket.
Yeah. You don't give enough time for that to actually become a thing. It just came up in conversation like a couple days ago or something like that. He said he got to talk to somebody about it. It doesn't exist yet, really. So
it's still very concept. It's been concept for a while, but no, I did hear back from him. I just got to hit him up because I just got to hit him up. The way that he likes to. But do you want? Oh yeah, we got a couple different iterations. So yeah, man. I drew that up. The one that I showed and shared or whatever on stream. I drew that up months ago, years ago.
Yeah. This is an old topic with us. We
Facts.
yeah. I've tried to create an atmosphere around the energy of maybe a whole merch line, but I can't get that. So I'll settle for a varsity.
What did you mean you can't get that? You helped set up the website.
No.
It's
I
good.
mean
We
a
there.
whole merch line, like new seasonal. Like let's keep pumping it out. But that, then I'm putting you to work as our designer, and I don't think you wanted to do that. So
yes and no. I'm gonna need a uni pad. B delegates everything to AI now. I mean, call him Allen Iverson. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I don't delegate everything to AI now. That's crazy. But I mean, AI is a tool that a lot of people are delegating stuff to AI. So
the stuff
it's a
that
good little segue.
the stuff that he was making and still makes, AI can't really do that yet. It is getting close, but it's not there
Getting
yet.
close.
It's on his neck, but it's not there yet.
Sheesh. So I see through thoughts on the content creation side with AI. What you mean, Zai? We had a whole conversation. I brought see Zai, this guy. Hold on. He was like, I had the conversation with him, with you, man. And then I brought it up. Yeah, you missed it. Yeah, essentially. Long story short, you missed it. And then I still sent it to you. I chopped it up, sent it to you when you took your hat off. Yeah, I think that was actually the same day, the same conversation. Yeah. Facts, Zai. So I see his thoughts. Long story short, he'll tell you, but he said it's not really a conversation that's real that we should even be having or worried about. There's other things to shake our fist at in the air. But I'll let him speak for himself for sure.
I don't think it's a threat to a person's ability to create without it. It's not a substitute for a person. It gives people who lack abilities in certain areas the ability to do things they couldn't do before. That's the differentiator for AI. So it may make the difference between some person who wasn't feeling able to make content before making it now. There's an argument to be made that they could have figured it out, blah blah blah. But that's not your decision to make for everybody. That may be what made them feel like they could do it, right? The thing for me is everybody has a choice in what they actually like to sit and watch and listen to and read or whatever. So if something is put in front of you and you enjoy it and you don't know that it's AI, then you can't really have a problem with the fact that it's AI because you actually liked it. So, I think people have to wrestle with that and deal with that over time. I think there are people who just have the issue with the fact that it exists, but it's too late. So I think that's a pointless conversation because it's already here. So in terms of using it in content creation, that's up to the person. I think your audience will decide if they want to see it, hear it, read it, whatever. I don't think I'm the moral police, and I don't think the rest of us should invest our time in trying to police what other people do like that and like judge people because they use some software. There's so much other shit going on to judge people for than the software that they're using. I think what it does do that is somewhat harmful, so to speak, both to the ability for people who are making their own stuff to stand out and also to just social consciousness. It's maybe a little bit harmful is the overwhelming bombardment of stuff that's just being created with it and the slop, so to speak. And it is problematic, but I think people don't want to blame the actual source of the problem for that, which is the human beings that are saying, I have got to get attention so badly that I'm just going to make this low bar, the lowest bar, lowest quality, whatever, just to get it out here. I know people won't like it. I know they're going to have a problem with it. Or even the people who take that tactic because they know people are gonna like rage bait, basically. They know people are gonna get upset. Like this is all because human beings are choosing to behave this way. This is how people are choosing to use the tool. So blaming AI itself is weird because it's just a thing that exists. Y'all got to step on the toes of the people for making the choice to behave this way. Stop rewarding them with talking about it constantly. People are obsessed with this shit. As a person who like was involved with this stuff before it became popular, and we were obsessed with it because we were tinkering with it and learning how to use it. Now it's more just like this a mass obsession with just even talking about it. Like it's just it's never ending. It's like you got to be upset with it. You got to be obsessed with using it and telling other people they should use it or telling people they shouldn't use it. And it's just so much other stuff going on. Like if you don't want to use it, don't use it.
Yeah, 1000%. Nah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's get something in there. Let's get something in there. Hold on. Yeah, man. Big facts, and I just think it's so interesting because like we've seen these tech shifts where it does affect creative fields, and we've seen this discourse so many times, and it's like it just sucks. But I get it. That's a very valid point. I see of like let's stop. We got to stop giving it attention, or it's not going to go away. And yeah, if there's something you don't like, just don't worry, don't, you know what I'm saying? Brock D said, be right back. That's all good. W synopsis. Yes, hey, IC3 be cooking, man. That's what he do. That's what he do. My bad was with the client, no problem. Hey, Miss V was breaking down the little the big 3 joint. Yeah. IC3 was giving some advice and some game or whoever is out there. W Vans. I see anything else on your radar, man? What else been going on? I think I had a list of some little tech.
Yeah, what's on my radar that got my eyebrows up is Apple suing OpenAI.
Yes, I did see that as well. Tell me what you thought. I'll bring it up. Tell me your thoughts.
That's not a game.
That's not a game at all.
That's not a game.
Well,
I can't wait for a discovery and that the depositions. Like, yeah, because this isn't about like a settlement. Like, nah. The fact that they even had to do this.
Apple sues at OpenAI over alleged trade secret theft. Yeah, that's. Did they?
And it's crazy because using a new app. So, ChatGPT has ChatGPT the app, and then they have Codex the app. And so the Codex app, as of the other day, now updates to the ChatGPT app. You update the ChatGPT app and it becomes ChatGPT Classic. It's all stupid. I don't know why they don't just make one app, but whatever. Even that, I feel like it's intentional, just for us to have that reaction, like just to keep it going, keep us busy, because they know they can make one app. So the fact that they're choosing not to is crazy. But okay, yeah. So now, once you update either of these, Codex will now become ChatGPT. So it is really, really good with the Mac. Like you could basically control your entire Mac. And it impresses.
Codex?
Yeah. And my few people that I really still pay attention to in this game that I consider that know more than me, that's like the thing that they're citing as well. Like, Opus is smarter, sure. They're not taking it from that. And Fable is smarter, but for their stuff, like development processes, like they don't necessarily need it to be Fable for everything they're doing. They just need it to stay on task, complete it, get it done.
Yeah.
Reliably. So they've been hardcore on Codex and things that that would benefit from computer use, controlling your system. some of which is agentic work, it's been masterful with on Mac specifically. So I noticed that like the day before, because the day before was when that app changed, and it has this huge extended menu that explains like all these things you can now control in your Mac, and it was like it impressed me, and now I understand why.
Wow, he said now it all comes together. I'm crying. Dang. Apple files a lawsuit Friday against OpenAI, allegations of trade secret theft and breach of contract. That's crazy. iPhone maker alleges that this misconduct, which it says reveals a pattern of theft from OpenAI employees who previously worked at Apple, was directed by OpenAI senior leadership, including Tan. Man, lawsuit filed accuses Tan of using Apple's confidential project code names during OpenAI's recruiting process, asking job candidates to bring in Apple hardware components to their interviews, coaching departing Apple employees on how to evade the company's security procedures, asking for details about the company's unannounced. Okay,
yeah, this is not a game.
that's yeah. Before joining OpenAI, he spent 24 years at Apple. Most recently, as VP of product design for iPhone app. Oh, this is all bad. Accusations come at a time when OpenAI is rumored to be developing its first hardware products. Oh, I didn't know that. I see, which would likely compete with the iPhone in April. Analyst Ming Chi Kuo suggests this device could be a smartphone that would rely on AI agents instead of apps. If true, it would be one of the largest threats to Apple's core hardware business. No, it ain't now. Even if it was, it ain't now. Yo. Apple's former lead designer, Ives device startup IO was acquired by Open. I didn't know that either. 6.5.
Yeah, so the Johnny Ive thing people knew. And so people thought that, that was clear that he would be taking design knowledge, right? Wow. I don't think Apple was as concerned about that because, like they all copy each other's design stuff ultimately, right. Not right on top of each other. They got to wait to see what you do and then they're going to copy it. And, that happens. Mm-hmm. And I feel like Apple is already kind of moving in a different design direction from what Johnny Ive was doing anyway. So yeah, like fine, take that. They looked at what the Ferrari thing was, one of those things that they were working on. Basically, people feel like that was the Apple car because that Johnny Ive designed that new Ferrari that everybody hates. Yeah. And so basically, like Apple's like, sure, take all of that, go. But the fact that you're like trying to get into the hardware is crazy in the way that they're doing it. And then because you're selling products to run on Apple's device and control it using trade secrets that you got to be able to get that good at doing it.
Yeah, they're gonna bring the hammer down on them. Apple says in a complaint that the stolen documents included information about unannounced tech, features, products, including tech specs, engineering presentations. No, and proprietary product. This is crazy. When we gonna have to keep an eye on
this. This is all alleged, but I believe it.
Okay.
And so I just want to catch us up because I'm watching the chat since you're not doing a good job of that. B. So Boss has let us know. Boss put up a good message telling us that they were hopeful that they would make it today so they could tell us about their foray into coding.
Definitely seen that.
Yeah. And hey, Mrs. V was saying, hey, were you using Gemini? Boss has not answered that yet, so I don't know if that's a shameful omission. I don't know. I'm sure Boss is just driving or something.
Hey, Ms. V said the cold part is OpenAI probably has an HR policy that prohibits this. Nacho says scam Altman at it again.
Boss said it definitely happened.
That's insane. But So I wonder who snitched. I don't know. I don't even
This is
know if
more
it's
than
all. They
snitching.
probably
This is
got
the
caught.
crazy part. But this is the crazy part. The level of detail of what Apple's alleging, like, who's your spy?
Mm.
How
Ooh.
you know? How do you know all of their interview stuff? All of their like, how do you know that they have all of that stolen stuff? Because it's not from one. You didn't get all of that from the person who stole it. It sounds like it was multiple people. So yeah, it's going to get interesting.
Let's see their statement. Let me see their statement real quick. At Apple, our teams are constantly developing breakthrough tech to create the best products and services in the world. And protecting their work and intellectual property is something we take very seriously. Recently, significant evidence has emerged suggesting individuals employed at OpenAI wrongfully took Apple's secret and confidential information regarding our unreleased technologies, processes, and products. We will always defend our team's hard work and innovations. We are taking all appropriate steps to do so. Yeah, that's wild. Wild corporate espionage, a real thing. Yeah, man. I mean, hey.
I mean, you know, it's not like it is in other countries.
Damn.
They pay a fine, they'll move along. You know, it's not like in China where just, you know, put this guy up on the death penalty because he embezzled like $1 billion. Basically, I didn't even know this. I discovered this week that in China they execute the people who embezzle or, you know, do corporate crimes in excess of a certain dollar amount. Wow. And it's not like, you know, the people, this is the government. Like this is your sentence. And some of them do get like commuted to life. But even life is interesting. Let's take away the death part. Like the life, giving them life sentences if you embezzle or, you know, defraud or whatever in excess of a certain dollar amount.
Interesting.
So yeah, we don't have that kind of energy over here. So no matter how this shakes out, it's really going to be just engagement bait for everybody to use to, you know, get attention on social media while they fight each other.
Right.
And OpenAI will probably, if this does not work out in their favor, have to come up off of money they don't have, whereas Apple's good no matter how this happens.
Yeah. That's there.
Yeah, they're going to eat OpenAI up in legal fees alone. Like, why they're just going to be like sitting there eating their own popcorn, watching, like, see you in court.
That's crazy. That's a major fumble. But I mean, yeah. 2 minutes of ads. Good God. Sorry, boss. Well, we'll do a little, you know, a little intermission. You feel me? For sure. Nah, appreciate y'all, man. We're here. We're rocking with OhnahjiU Saturday. It's July 11th. Emerging tech news from the week. Emerging tech new from the week. Did I even that boy be farming ads? You know, I mean, hey, sub up. Just kidding. There was a cool little hold on. There's a cool little mechanism though. I'm not gonna lie. Toss it in Zyros and shout out to Ms. V for showing it to me. But hey, this one's kind of cool. Nice little hefty discount on some of these gifted packs, and that's kind of fire. Veggie views in our building. What's the word, family? How we feeling? How's everything going today? Let's see. Copy text. Will that work?
Boss, if you have Amazon Prime, you can use your Prime sub if you are not using it already. So that would also decrease ads.
Love what you're hearing. Hidden subs are an easy way to support, and they are on sale, baby. I love it. Nah,
Now
Never
save
really
that
clicked on
somewhere
it.
so you don't ever have to type it again.
Why? Y'all love some automation, man.
Why would you want to type that again?
I like typing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm that old, I guess.
Okay, copy and paste. Come on now.
Yeah, that too. All right, cool. I'll copy and paste it. Got you. Boom. Copied it, pasted it. Got you. Just for you. It's in my bang. Where
Sit
I
there
see
and
through
fight for the right to type.
where are you? Where are you? Hey. Where are you storing like different like little links like that and stuff for quick, easy access? Right now they're just flooding my my other Discord server, but I don't know.
So I basically had to stop moving around where I do stuff like that, because then it's just stuff everywhere and you just
Right.
forget and move on. And it's just a skeleton of digital clutter, whatever.
Yeah.
Now for anything like that, I'm using, because everything I have is an Apple device.
Mhm.
I'm using the Drafts app.
The Drafts app. Okay. The Drafts app. Can you show your POV? Yeah, why not? The iOS Drafts app?
Yeah. I mean, you could just
Okay.
as easily use the Notes app. I just happen to like the Drafts app.
Yeah. Yeah, Notes is all right. Sometimes it's cool, sometimes it's not. But all
But
right, let's
I
see.
needed something that would be on my iPhone, my iPad, and the Mac. And I think the
Okay.
sticky notes is not on all three, or I couldn't find it on my phone. Notes is, but I don't. Notes just seems like a lot. It's Drafts is fast. It's lightweight. It can connect to
Gotcha.
other things if you wanted to get fancy with it. AI style.
Yeah.
you can connect to it and all that. It's lighter for me, but Notes is just as good. Anything that I want to that's much longer than a snippet like that
Yeah.
is going to be, and actually I still copy it in Obsidian, but anything longer is in Obsidian,
Okay.
which I also can open on every device.
I like that. Hey, Ms. V said OneNote's the best. OneNote is Microsoft, yeah?
Yes.
They bought them? Okay. I used to use OneNote a lot actually back in the day, but cool. I like that. Shout out to y'all. Hey, we got my guy Jose in a building. Jose Cabrera, man. It's good to see you, fam. What's going on? Test, not a Twitch user, but looking to learn here with the gang. Share what I can. Yes, man. The Z Talent fam in the building. Web3 musicians, man. If you don't know Jose, tap in with Jose. Jose, it's good to see you, man. I appreciate you coming in. We still need to talk. Still need to talk. I'm gonna hit you up in this week. But first time seeing a Twitch stream, just join. So sitting and enjoying. That's love, man. I appreciate you. That's love, man. Hey, and Jose is tapped in with Better Calls Off. We're on our Monday meetings, our Monday fractal meetings, 3 p.m. PST. It's a good time. So yeah, man. LOL at OneNote. All right.
But I mean, I say use whatever you can access on all of your devices easily. Especially if it's for quick snippets. I feel like it shouldn't be something that takes a long time to open up and get to whatever you're trying to get to. And it shouldn't be a process. You should be able to save fast and copy fast. So that's the criteria. It doesn't matter what app you use, whatever works for you.
Right. I was just curious. I think, right now I have like this like a Discord test server or whatever, and just putting links and stuff in, but it's just getting like I just need to organize it more, but that's just a me problem.
Yeah, see, Discord that's too much for me to use for quick things. Like I can get distracted too. Like there's people in there. Like there's no people in the Drafts app. Like there's nothing for me to see except for exactly what I'm going there for, and I get it and I'm gone. So like that's why it works for me. That's just my suggestion for saving stuff like that you're going to use for your stream. You already got the stream going. Just simplify it.
You're right. Drafts app incoming. I might download one. I think I might have something important in OneNote. I'm not even gonna hold you. What's the
Yeah.
other one? What's the other one? Wait, which one is the green one with the elephant? Evernote? Yeah, I probably
Oh
got
God,
some.
that's so old. Don't use that.
No, I'm just saying I might have some like old stuff stored in there
Oh,
type
okay. I was gonna say,
situation.
please don't. I don't even know if that's still active.
Right. I don't either. I think it might have got bought
They
out or
got rid of
something.
Pocket.
Or what's that?
They got rid of Pocket.
I don't know
You
what
didn't have
Pocket is. I'm
Pocket.
not hip. I don't think. I don't
Yeah,
think.
Pocket was goated. You could just save all your stuff to Pocket, unlimited, and then you could just go to Pocket.com and like read all your news or whatever you say, books, pictures, whatever you wanted to save. Raindrop is basically the new Pocket. So Raindrop.io is basically the new Pocket now.
Interesting. The only Pocket I'm seeing on this app store
Pocket
is
is gone
AI.
now, so you don't look
Oh,
for it.
okay.
But that's why I said it's gone.
Well, I'm gonna look in my, sometimes I used to be, I don't know, back in the day when App Store first came out, I was addicted to apps. I'm not gonna hold you. Like finding the free ones, getting free ones,
But see, I didn't recommend something like that because those are cloud-based. Drafts is
Yeah.
like on your machine, so it'll sync to your iCloud or whatever.
Okay.
But it's on your device. So when you open it up on the other device, it'll sync your stuff because it doesn't have
Gotcha.
like pictures. It's just like text. So they're small. It's kilobytes. So it syncs immediately.
Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't recommend, like Raindrop would be something I would recommend for something online.
I think that's what I'm kind of looking for. Like something that like I can log in everywhere. That's kind of why I've been using the Discord is that. It's like I can go on any machine, log in real quick, do what I need to do, log out if I need to, if I want to. Yeah.
Yeah. Check out Raindrop.io.
Okay.
It's good.
All right. Jose, I'm sure he's doing something unique and trying to figure it out. Yeah, for sure. Known from the nerd trenches, not the nerd trenches. I'm trying to expand my horizons after some transfiguration events. And I figured checking on what Ohnahji's doing here and what I can learn about streaming. Yeah, Jose, I think you like it. I think, okay, so in our
Tell us
last,
more about transfiguration events. Or
okay.
tell me more.
Okay, yeah, Jose, tell I and everybody else in chat and about that while I yap about this side. Let me see. So last Monday we were talking, and it's been a while since I've been in Better Call Saul's Monday fractal meetings. But I had mentioned, I am killing it on. Well, I think I'm killing it on the live streaming side, but it's Web 2 options at this point. I see through knows well, yeah. Now I was dabbling on the Web 3 options, the blockchain related options for live streaming. They're all done. So Den, Rarible, Zora, and Retake, all four of them, four options, and they're all dead now, but it's okay. So, but he was like, why don't you try Metaverse again? Or that's an option. And I was like, you know what? You are absolutely right. And I do not know why. I haven't been broadcasting any kind of like metaverse type situation. That was outside of my mind, but I might go check it out. We'll see. We'll see. But not gonna be in place of my YouTube and my I don't know. Might kick the green app out. We'll see. But it's all good. Live in Venezuela. We had an earthquake. I do music online. Um have to figure out new hustles. Dang. Yeah, man. Jose, I'm glad you and the fam are all safe, man. Yeah, that's wild, bro. That's wild. Roger, okay. Have music to use for some peace of mind. Big facts.
Yeah, for
At
sure.
Link?
Yeah, that Venezuela, saw some footage for that. That was a lot going on there. So definitely glad you're doing okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're just talking weird nerd software. I don't know if it helps you with anything for music, but whatever. Boss done like gone. Are you referring to Pocket? If so, yes, it is gone. You cannot open the app. You cannot download the app. It's gone.
Interesting. Glad you're safe, man. Hope things get better for you and the rest of Venezuela. Big facts. Big facts. WCOM, man. UConn. All right. Well, I mean, what else we got? What else we got? It's fire.
You said you had a list. You referenced the list. I don't know how accurate
You can see
that
it on
is.
You can see it on the back end. Well, let's see. I mean, I just, I need some top NFT, AI, blockchain, crypto, emerging tech, AR, VR, metaverse news from the week. Yeah. Fable 5 access shakeup. I don't know. Hamsby was telling me a little bit about Fable 5.
Oh, boss was saying about the streaming platforms that they're all gone, done, finito,
Yes.
muerto.
Yeah. Actually, technically, I think Zora is still up. Like that's no, I lied.
Zora.
They had switched. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you
Not
sure?
a chuckle. No, I'm not actually.
I think you should confirm that.
I'm well, what even is the right? I don't even remember what the right. I don't even remember the domain. That's horrible, isn't it?
It's
Zora,
okay.
no, is it?
Yes, it is.
I like to remember those things, kinda sometimes. But you're right.
Everything has a season and everything has a reason.
Zora.co. Yeah, I would have never remembered that. Yeah. I can't even wait. No, I can't even log in. I don't. Okay. Yeah. See. Yeah. Better Call Saul is in here. He'll be shaking his fist at me. I don't even have my wallet hooked up to this computer at all. Yeah.
I'm confident you'll find them with a fully functional streaming platform for you.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm
And
scrolling. Hold on.
Not to be like, jerk about it, but it's just it's
Yikes.
expensive. It's expensive.
Bro, look at this list of wallets now. What are we doing? What quite literally, what are we doing? I'm not doing any of this. I refuse. Yeah. Is this AI doing Gish? Yeah, probably gotta be. This is nuts.
You don't want to connect to that?
I don't even know what these are. I can't even, I had a hard time keeping up with whatever wallets we had before. I'm not researching any of this. Who's researching? I know
Just
what Edge is
connect.
though.
Stop
Shout out to the Edge homies though. All right, they got me. Shout out to the Edge homies. They got me. They based out in SD. One of my homies works over there. So shout out to Edge. But their platform is not the greatest. UI UX.
Connect.
Family. I don't have the wallet on here. It won't go anywhere.
You don't have any one of those 75 wallets?
No. I'm on a new computer. I'm on a new computer.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I know good and well you got at least 20 of them.
20? No. 20 wallets? Oh no. 10, 15-ish, maybe.
Oh, so there don't be like 20.
I don't know what these are. GameStop wallet? No, they were doing too much. Shout out to GameStop though, but I'm in the G's, bro. Like this is nuts. I'm not gonna stop scrolling. I'm sorry. I can't. This can't be real life.
What's the benefit of it being a blockchain streaming platform and instead of just using what exists?
We can attach tokens to it and we can commodifies and ties and attach numbers to it in many different new ways.
Can't you do that without having the streaming platform?
Not like this. Jose said, if you have no bank account like me, this is the only source. But this is tricky though. You got to have some backing knowledge on what.
That's a good thing to point out that it create. So none of the streaming like Kick, anything that's like mainstream streaming, none of them have a crypto connected option.
Nah.
Like for you to get payout basically.
There might be. I will get back to you on that. I think the Green app is a little more crypto friendly, but I don't know as far as like revenue and payouts. And I no, I don't. I would venture to say no, but I'll do some more research after I'm in this list.
I mean,
What you
now if you're looking for something that's like completely anonymous, no
Holy crap.
KYC, and you like you can just be a random wallet and get your money. Yeah, I mean,
This is
I
insane.
get wanting that. I get, depending on where you live, why that might actually be helpful to you. Yeah, I get it, but I also get that it's expensive to maintain.
Yeah.
So they have to, whoever's going to have something like that has to be in a place that will be friendly in a regulatory sense for it to exist, because of who will use it for not good purposes. Yeah, and be able to afford to keep it running. So they have to have a business plan that accommodates that. So yeah, I think that's really that's my criticism for a lot of the crypto stuff, is that they move as if being crypto is the business plan in itself. It just by nature of people wanting to play in the casino, that they will always have money. And that's not necessarily true. They don't account for the fact that they could hit, a plateau for their quote unquote customer base and have to figure out how to grow it or get money some other way. And then everything falls apart once they get there. And I feel like they should probably, from the jump, like that's fine if you're using crypto as your draw, as your mechanism.
Yeah.
And that's your audience. That's totally fine. But you should be smart enough to be in the inception phase. Okay, once we get to XYZ level, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
How are we going to make once we collect all the money from whatever it is we're doing with this, what are we going to do with that money to make more money?
Yeah.
And because they never seem to have that conversation, for the ones that seem to be profit driven, there's some that move more like, this is community based, it's a DAO, it's a nonprofit, that there's no pressure for them to move that way. But if you're trying to move like a business and you're offering people things, like your business, then I feel like you got to have that in mind. And I think that's where a lot of them fall apart, is they get to that plateau that everyone will get to, because you will get to it and they don't know what to do. It's not always a rug pull. It's just people not knowing what to do.
Yeah. I mean, I feel is that, I don't know, is that a lack of innovation? Ms. V from the COC? No. She's a crypto in the know, but nah, she's not in there like that. She's not in there like that.
I don't think it's a lack of innovation. It's not even a criticism of the people that find themselves susceptible to it. I think people wear themselves out in the frenzy of all the nonsense that's happening around crypto.
Yeah.
And they don't leave themselves the bandwidth to really think about more than the stuff going on right in front of them, and trying to keep up with that. And there's so much in the way crypto moves as a quote unquote community that mirrors certain other things that I joke about, like, an Amway or Mary Kay, or, those types of groups. The way they move socially, they make the social aspect seem like it's a requirement to participate, even though it really isn't, if it's about the money. And then it gets weird because you have people who just want to be social mixing with people who just want money. And so until they kind of figure it all out and just kind of separate it out, so that the people who want to just do the money but are not rich have a place to go where they don't have to talk to people, basically. And the people who want to talk to people can have a place to go where they just want to talk to people.
Yeah.
But I
Jose
think that'll
said
give
yes.
people some bandwidth. I feel like.
Yes, it's wild. I don't know. Jose said yes, maybe it's where fanatic uniforms, even that reality allows us to be blockchain agnostic. Text to be learned, applied on individuation. We can talk about communities once people know who they are. That's a bar. That's a bar
Yeah,
for sure.
that is a bar, and that's a whole other conversation about
Yeah.
knowing who you are.
Yeah, it
There are
is.
people. There are some people who will never know that. Okay.
Interesting. I don't know. I think I don't know. It's interesting. I think being in this web 2 side has shifted my focus away from whatever's going on in web 3, and like I'm shocked. But not really. Cause I mean, I think I've seen that on the crypto coins and the market side. It's like, I don't know. Last I checked, what, 25 million different coins or something like that. Hey, W Subski, Miss V, appreciate you. That's love. Let's go. Let's go. And I appreciate you, hey, Miss V. 10-month streak going crazy. W follow family. Hey, W follow. Benji's in the build.
Got him.
I love it. I love it. W sound effects. Ever since, all right, Benji's okay. All right. All right, man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Uh, that's not funny. This guy. That's not funny. This guy. This guy. All right. All right, family. What we got going on, fam? What's the word?
Bruh.
That's horrible. Oh.
Yeah, yeah, we here. We here. We here. Hey, Benji's I'm a W first time chat, I think. And I appreciate you coming in. Glad you decided to pop into what we got going on over here on OhnahjiU Saturday. Risk it, Skittles, my guy in a building. What's the word, family? Trolls equal views? Yeah, I do. I can take a marker of where we at, the time, all that good stuff. GM. What's goody? Happy Saturday, bro. Absolutely. Happy Saturday, man. What you got going on for this weekend? What's the word? I don't know. I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, all this AI news and all this stuff, except for the Apple joint. That was some juice. But everything else, I'm like, man. Same with the crypto side, man. You know, same with NFTs, man. But what the meta glasses? Okay, now the meta glasses, that's been a story. Some of the homies got them. They're trying to jailbreak them.
It's the devil.
Ooh wee.
Well, they said
Yeah.
they pushed an update that will stop them from being able to use the modified ones to record without the LED light on. So that's good. I just think
It's
it's
a wild
creepy.
time. Yeah, it's a wild time.
I get the convenience of it, especially if you're a streamer. Like it's obviously convenient. It's just creepy.
Yeah. When convenience is tiptoeing on the threshold of transparency for everyone around you,
But it's
that's
not
when
really
you get into
about
problems.
convenience, because it's not a convenience that general people require. Most people don't have a need to record the things that they're seeing in their day to day.
Facts.
And I don't think the rest of us care to accommodate people who are looking for content. I think it's just weird in general.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but I also get, like, if you want to pull them out for something specific, like I'm getting ready to do something with my hands and I need to do the content for it. Not I'm trying to record people, in public. Like there's a use for it.
Right.
So I get it. But most people won't need it for that. So because most people aren't making content. So that's where it gets weird. Like, who's the real market for it? If there's only so many people making content, I guess they want other people to start trying to make content. It's really just a data capturing device for them. So
Facts.
they don't really care that you don't have a real use for it. That's why they've evolved. If you've noticed in the last 48 hours, they're trying to push the next version really fast. Like they showed you, like, here's some Kylie Jenner ones, but then you know the week after that, oh, and next up, always on, capturing everything all the time. But yeah, look at the Kylie Jenner ones over here. So basically, they're going to give you the next version that is just always capturing everything. So there is no what light, what content creator. The glasses are just capturing everything you hear and see for Meta at that point. It's not for you, it's for Meta.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're creepy and problematic.
Man.
I can get with the AR more than the Meta glasses, like the ones that Google's going to put out, where it's putting things in your lens for you.
Right. A little overlay.
That approach is more about it being something for you. I think, yes, of course, it'll still have a camera. I don't know how Google's going to handle live streaming. Of course, they're going to do something because they do YouTube. So, like, I can't imagine they're not going to do it. It's just weird.
It is. It is.
Like Google Glass, the image quality wasn't good enough to stream with. So when that existed, if you did try to, I don't think you could stream with it. You could record maybe and then show the video, but it wasn't good quality back then. Now it's going to be good. So either whatever version of this, there's actually going to be people who go out and try to do things, I feel like, with the glasses on, as they become more, you know, mundane and just kind of look like glasses, and try to get people to give reactions and try to do things without it being as obvious as having one of those Insta360 or DJIs, you know, that people know is for a streamer.
Right.
So that's where it might get weird in society as the glasses become more prevalent.
It's a wild time, man. It's a wild time. I just think, I just like, what is it gonna look like? What are we doing in 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 5 years from now? Like,
Ready Player One.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen that movie, watch it. That's what we're going to be doing.
Dang, man.
Either that or the Bruce Willis one, where the people, that's even beyond Ready Player One to me, but they had like, it was like VR, but it's like a whole rig, and they had like android bodies. So they lived through the android body while they were like all, you know, unkept and unshaven and looking a mess in their little cube at home.
Yeah.
But the robot was sexy. And so like the more money you had, then you could have a robot that had a neural link where you could feel. But if you were, you know, basic model, you couldn't feel anything, but you could see and hear. Yeah, so it's just like classist society, even still with the tech. And the same with Ready Player One, like you could afford better VR, so you could afford better gear and be better in VR. So even in the fake tech world that they're making, still be kind of crappy.
Dang, man. I don't know, Boston. I'm afraid they're gonna make their way into the classrooms. The goggles, the glasses, wearable tech, wearable recording tech. Like what? Why? But like you said, that's interesting because like that's really kind of like a small niche people who would actually, need that. It's like, the streaming crowd and all that good stuff. And I feel like I don't know. Did I see what Tyler, the creator, said about him? No, what Tyler talking about? Let's see. Let's see.
What do you think about him, hey, Mrs. B?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Also, boss, you said you're afraid that they'll make their way into the classroom. Why is that? Is something happening in the classroom that should not be seen, boss? Putting on my red hat for you.
I'm weak. I'm weak. Tyler said they need to be banned. Anybody who uses them, actively uses them, is a
That
real
picture is
weirdo.
crazy.
Yeah. Hey, wait, is he? Never mind.
That
What
picture
are
is
they? What
crazy.
do they have anything to? Does he have anything to do with this movie coming up? I hope not.
Did you not see his show on Cartoon Network?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay, then yeah. If you did, you would not be surprised at all.
Okay.
Actually, it tracks.
Anyone who wears these is a real weirdo. Need to be banned. He will continue to complain. Surveillance state, the rise of Ray-Ban meta creep. My son told me that they're Bluetooth and all that too, but I don't know. I think the Kylie ones are cute. I'm also not a fan of everything being recorded everywhere. Streaming events make me itch. Yeah, and it's gonna be, well, yeah. Little surveillance state, But there's only going to be a select few people, businesses, corporations, data collectors that care, that literally when everybody is using these, everybody's turns like commonplace. You know what I mean? It's going to be like IRL content data slop for folks. I mean, the only people that are going to care is whoever can siphon through those massive amounts of data, which are already the companies who have been doing that.
I mean, it's just, it never ends well for the user when Meta is involved. So I get the appeal, and they're like the only ones that are like good and, a name brand and all of that stuff right now. Like they already had the thing where it came out that the people that they have humans who review footage, and some people don't even realize that, but it came out that the humans that review footage had to complain because they were being exposed to the camera coming on and showing people in all kinds of scenarios that they should not have been seen.
Correct.
Yeah, and that was already like not with the always on. So what do you think is going to happen when they're always on? Of course, it's going to capture you in the bathroom, like everywhere you are, and they're marketed as glasses that you wear with a prescription, so like your regular glasses. So it's not even an active thing that you're going to go meta record or push tap the back of the frame, or something haptic. They're just going to be on.
I said, I know what kids do and say. They're giving them the opportunity to further abuse, bully, coerce through recording others, potentially without consent. Amos B said, bathroom pee a bigger concern. Boss said, my point exactly. Facts. I mean, yeah. I think all of that, like from the companies that are making these and, putting this out to the public, selling this to folks, I think they feel like they're not even thinking about any of that. That's all like collateral damage. I feel like we're in a Pokemon Go situation again, where they're just mapping out whatever they need to map out for the data side to train whatever they're training or potentially think they need to train for in the future. It's pretty nuts.
Hey, Ms. V asked, do you think there'll be areas where they won't be able to record through programming like a bathroom? It is technically possible. It's possible now. They don't have the incentive to put it into the device unless somebody were to make them. and that's yeah, okay. Our government, okay, maybe the EU will make them.
Right, yeah,
But
maybe the EU
EU
for sure.
EU is reactionary, right? So EU will only do it after they've been able to prove that it's abusing people in some way, and they can take them to court and win it in court, and then EU will make them. But we'll have gone through a couple of years of people being recorded in bathrooms and in PE, because that's exactly what will happen, because they're always on. Now, if people make enough noise and start to realize what that means, which may happen, they may reverse course. So, it is possible, but people have to get on it before those things are out. And they're slick. They already kind of slid the announcement out and kept it moving. They're like, yeah, look at new GPT. Look at that.
So it mentioned I mean, we have Wi-Fi signal blockers in the schools. Maybe that'll be mitigated a bit. In these new ones, in these new glasses, are they always like connected internet on? Is it internet only? Is it are they storing? Does it have like a hard drive, little tiny hard drive space? Like I don't know anything about the tech specs behind them specs.
We don't know what those will have, but I mean
Okay.
that's the thing. If they have any ability to store, then having no Wi-Fi is irrelevant. It just means they can't stream it, but it doesn't stop it from actually recording. I think Meta wants to data capture, so they're not going to probably have always on, quote unquote, active if there is no Wi-Fi, because they can't get it. So it's not to their benefit. So it would, the frame of the glasses and the cost of memory being what it is makes me skeptical if that cost stays the same, that they would put any sort of substantive memory in glasses, just because they can't put so much of some the size wise in there to keep it looking like regular glasses, and then the cost. So I don't know. For video would be not very big as far as what they could save. Images, they could probably save a lot on a little easily. So that if they have any sort of memory, it'll be a small amount, both because it has to be small physically and because of cost. But it doesn't take a lot to get 1 second of somebody that you should not have on video. So it doesn't mean that this is still not an issue, but just talk out the technical side of it, like what's possible and what's probable.
And phones with tethering and all that, and phones with tethering and hotspots. I don't.
Well, there's that too. Yeah, because it will connect to the phone for sure. So if there's a way the phone can connect, then you don't need the Wi-Fi. But then I feel like the schools are going to be phoneless, so they might feel like that mitigates some of that. But then that's just the phones you know about.
Right. Not the ones you wear in your face. Oh man. Yeah.
No, I mean, they might not, they may have another phone that they don't show to you, and they're smart enough never to pull out in there. Because that would have been me. You would not have my phone, and I would never pull it out in there.
Man, what are we to do? What are we to do?
I don't know. God bless the parents.
Yeah, we're doing our best. We're doing our best, man. I just think, I don't know. We just the tools are the tools are gonna be tools. You know what I'm saying? The tools are gonna be tools. We're talking about, somebody wanting this product and feeling the need to have this product or have to test it or whatever, and then being able to not record others, not direct it at others.
But that's what it's for.
Don't want it. Right. That's insane. But is that what it's for? Is that what it's for?
Because nobody wants to be on your stupid ass camera glasses. So yes, it's for recording things that you see. none of which have asked to be recorded.
Yeah.
Not the places, not the people.
That's a good point. It's a really good point. I don't know, family. I think definitely EU is going to do something about it, but like you said, it's going to be reactionary.
Yeah. The good news is they won't be cheap. So that'll keep it out of everybody's hands. You won't have, every high school all over with a whole classroom full of people with glasses. For one, because they won't be cheap. But two, because people actually don't want to wear glasses, which is why I feel like this is all really weird and it's doomed from the start, because we spend multiple billions of dollars, contacts, LASIK, like all of these things to not wear glasses, right? And so then these are the people that have to wear the glasses.
Right.
So then they're going to tell everybody, it's like, wear glasses. Yeah, glasses, they're cool. Wear them. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. But the form factor in the POV, the ability to capture the POV, that's the thing that works right now. If somebody comes out with something like pendants aren't really it. A pen, I mean, unless it's like super lightweight Star Trek vibes, like you can't even tell you wearing a pen. Like a pen ain't going to do it. Yeah, I don't know. They talked about maybe the AirPods. They're going to try to put some sort of camera in there. I just say, Penny Gadget had it figured out. Her watch had everything, and she had an iPad in her book. And that was like the 90s. So
right.
The Apple Watch should be able to do the camera and all that stuff. You shouldn't have to. Everybody already has a watch.
Man. Well, I don't know, family. What y'all think, man? What y'all think, chat? How you guys feeling about the conversation? Another amazing OhnahjiU Saturday. We rocking July 11th. We're coming up on our 5th year anniversary in January for the OhnahjiU family. We've been having go-to conversations like this, dang near weekly. So, hey, Bandy fan. I thought for a second that was Bandy something. Bendy Fan 90 live on Twitch, family W follow. Welcome. We just wrapping on up, but I see through Dina Magic. He's up here cooking.
Yeah, we just up here rambling. How we do.
I hope you guys. I know you guys are enjoying it, but I really hope you guys are enjoying it. Appreciate you guys always showing mad love. The page is growing like crazy. We're gonna get into some more, different structured segment things like that. So it's all good. Play Bean Flash game from Garfield. I have not, family. I have not. So yeah, man. B doesn't play Roblox.
You not up on that Bean Me?
No, I'm not. I have no idea what that is. I couldn't even venture to guess. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Know about that? You don't rock with Garfield?
Actually, not really. I'm actually not really a Garfield fan like at all.
You don't like lasagna?
Yeah. Lasagna's cool, but yeah, man. No.
Let me guess. You like Mondays?
I like Mondays. Is that a Garfield joke? I'm really not tapped in with Garfield like at all, family. I'm serious.
Can you answer the question?
Mondays? Like what? In what regards?
It wasn't a hard question.
Yes, it is, because I've been unemployed for a hot minute. I see. Monday's like a Sunday, like a Tuesday, like a Thursday, family.
Answer the question.
I like all days. I like every day that I wake up. So yeah.
Including Mondays.
Monday. Yeah,
got it.
Sure.
All right.
This
so
guy.
You hate Garfield. Understood.
Oh,
sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry to welcome you to the channel this way, Bendy, since clearly you like Garfield.
Oh well.
We'll try to work on him.
For what reason? Is that still a thing? Is that what the PFP is from? That PFP is not from Garfield. Is it? Kai should make an IP like that for stream. What's your opinion on Total Drama Island? Yeah, nah, nah,
I mean,
My opinion is
I watched it when it
that
was out back in the day, like the first version. I don't watch it now.
I'm just seeing in full display how I need to help educate my own children and the children around me, because these kids cannot communicate for nothing. Communication is completely shot. I don't know, the COVID and remnants of that or whatever, the internet, social media, I don't know, but these kids cannot articulate themselves.
Where you getting that from?
My own eyeballs.
So
My own eyeballs.
So that's your opinion on Total Drama Island?
Maybe I'm thinking of a different island, family. I don't know what Total Drama Island is either.
It's a show.
Oh, Kai should make that. Zyro, you tapping in with Total Drama? I don't know.
That's why I said I watched it when it was first. I don't watch it now. It's a show.
Sincere.
I thought you knew. I thought you knew because you didn't say like, "Oh, I don't know what you." Okay, my bad. Nope. Yeah, it's a cartoon show, Cartoon Network.
I don't watch cartoons, man.
I mean, it's been out for like 20 years in multiple seasons. It's basically like a kid's version of Survivor.
Is that where that Canadian sitcom? Oh, you know what? I have seen this. I didn't watch this. Yeah, I have seen this, but I didn't watch this. Come on, B. No, I didn't watch this. Is it good? You like it? All right. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, it looks like those cartoon shows that really isn't for kids, but it is, but it's not, because kids won't understand half of what they're saying, but they don't need to. Like in other words, like the parents can watch it with the kid, or the adults, whoever's watching the kids can sit there and actually enjoy the show and get a laugh off of it, and the kid will laugh at the physical comedy and like whatever they do understand. And whatever they don't, they're just, blah, 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 Charlie Brown teacher.
I mean, to me, it's just giving spin-off, Dexter's Lab, Johnny Bravo. It looked like, I don't know.
Well, that's just the art. That has nothing to do with the content.
Yeah. That's all I see, though, right here.
Well, I just told you what it was about. It's like Survivor.
Yeah, kids shouldn't be even watching it. It's like what? Survivor?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. I didn't.
So the guy, oh, you turned it off, but it was like a Jeff Probst, the Survivor host looking guy next to the chef. So he's like the host of Survivor, but it's more like a kids camp. So it's like they're at camp, but it's like Survivor camp. I don't know. It's weird, but it was funny.
I don't know anything about this. That's anime series from Canada Spoof, survival programs by recounting the misadventures at Camp Wawa Nakwa.
Yeah, so Survivor camp. Yeah.
Cool. You're totally off.
They would reference popular culture things that a kid, like you would have to be an adult who was watching the adult reality shows to be able to know the reference. Although the kids probably were watching the adult reality shows.
Yikes. Well, that's the island I was talking about, not this one. My fault.
Love Island.
And it is a Total Drama Island. So yeah. Cool. More crazy than regular show? Nah, that's wild. The kids shouldn't be watching this stuff, man. They don't even know what the concept, what they're talking about in the shows.
They had the Grim Adventures of, what's his name, Mandy or whatever, was on the other day. I was like, oh, that was a throwback. I love that show.
I don't know what you're talking about that either.
But the Grim Reaper, they had the Jamaican accent.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't watch that though, but yeah.
I don't know why he had a Jamaican accent, but it worked.
W Mans. W Mans.
He was teaching children to associate Jamaicans with death.
Hey, you know, I didn't make that decision. I wouldn't have written that in, but that's okay. That's quite all right. That's quite all right. All right, family, man. I see. Any last things you want us to? I'm shocked at a bunch of stuff. I learned a lot today. I'm not gonna hold you.
What
I
shocked you
learned
the
a whole
most?
lot today. The state of Web3. It's actually dark. Oh no. Why you laugh? Because that's shocking me now.
No, it's just funny.
Why is it funny? What part of it is funny? It's just, I think the part where it's shocking me is because I'm not really like in it type of vibe. So if I'm not in it, everybody else is making stuff, and it's never really aligned with me. You know, that's all. That's all.
I guess I laugh a little bit at the concept of the state of Web3, but that's more aligned with how I look at it, because I always maintain that there's no such thing as Web3. But I get the need to have terminology and a thing to call something.
That's facts. It's valid. That is valid.
But it's all right.
Oh, shoot.
The protocol still exists.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that you enjoy about that stuff, it's still there.
Yeah, it's crazy. What screenshot is crazy? Y'all heard that? I was trying to catch this noti. I was trying to catch a noti, but then it expired. It was funny. I was gonna send it to Zai. But y'all been on air for 2 hours. Dubs, man. So, well, if y'all heard the screenshot beep, then I wonder if y'all heard this other beep from Chatterino the whole time.
Yes, we have.
You heard it?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
We heard everything.
What do you mean you heard everything?
We heard everything. If you
So
heard,
you heard
it,
everything. Oh, all right.
Yeah, boy.
Rather not hear that.
Seriously?
No,
You did.
Playing.
I know. Here we go. Little soundboard action. No. I see through. And chat, do you guys think the kids are they not really on to like Fast and Furious and like those type of shows because none of the kids drive anymore? Like
Family
driving
is
culture
everything.
is
Family is everything.
No. Zai, yeah, they need like a new, I don't know, like a new crazy action adventure series that is like y'all walking or traveling on subway or because nobody drives.
The way that they consume media has changed. There was a pipeline for young people to still kind of be exposed to stuff that came before them.
Yeah.
Because we all watched TV. And so if you were watching cable was showing you those things.
Yeah.
So you didn't have like a choice of what was on HBO or Stars or whatever. You watched what was on when you turned the TV on. Now people stream and they watch what they want to watch. So they're not being exposed to things in a curated way as we all kind of were. So, they don't have reruns. They don't, So I don't think they don't know about Fast and Furious because they don't drive. Plenty of people watched it and enjoyed it, didn't drive, or they were too young to drive.
For real.
Like, I'm talking about kids, like, teenagers, like 12, 13. You can't drive. You can still enjoy
Those
Fast and
kids was
Furious
driving.
movies.
The kids who was enjoying those movies, they was driving somewhere.
Relax.
They know how to drive. No,
there's
I'm
not
just
army of child drivers. But no, I'm just saying, like it's more so. I feel like it's just disjointed in general.
Yeah.
We don't consume things the same way, so they're not going to know about a lot of things that they would have otherwise, and it's going to get worse. And it makes us feel even older because it's like, damn, it wasn't even that long ago. But that's the reason. It's not because it was a long time ago. It's just because the way they consume things is completely different.
Right.
Same with music. Like they probably will not know all kinds of artists like because we would listen to the radio. The radio would play songs and we would hear it.
Man.
So I guess it's on you. You got to make sure they know.
You telling me to do what?
Make sure they know.
They gonna know. They gonna know whatever they want to know, which is too much because they are on this internet. So. All right, man. W Stream family. W Stream. Zai in a building. Miss V in a building. The homies in a building. I love it. Bendy, appreciate you coming through. That's what's up. Boss 2.0 in a building. Definitely want to hear more about your coding journey and all that good stuff. Yeah, we tapped in. That's what's up. The homies
Are you ending on a 3-minute ad break?
Yeah. Why not?
Hey, cool with me.
Is it? Oh,
definitely.
I was in the other chat.
I just didn't know if you knew that was happening.
No, I see the notification now, but W Production, shout out to you. I see. And I would have no idea how long that would be. Yeah, I mean, hey, it's fine. It's fine. We here, we rocking.
You ain't got another 3 minutes in you.
No, I do. I'm looking at the number, and that makes sense because I was like, okay, wrapping it up, and then the ad hit, and then the numbers died. You'll pull up, yeah, tomorrow for the show. Tomorrow, Zai. W Mans. All right, that's enough. That's enough. Day 327. Hey, 327. We going in. 365 journey. Emerging tech news from the week. OhnahjiU Saturday. We out here. July 11th. It's a good time. Shout out to co-host in a building. Dina Magic, OG super supporter of the Ohnahji fam and OhnahjiU. So yeah. All right, go ahead. You want to say something?
Unc needs a snack.
No. Well, I'm about to go eat right now.
I'm talking about myself.
You feel me? I feel you. Talk about it. What we got here? Oh yeah. Yeah, man. All right, that's enough of that. I see you to go, man. We'll see you later. Appreciate you. We'll be back live tomorrow, probably. Let's see, Sunday, probably around like 10 a.m. PST start time. We're rocking. We're getting this thing moving. I appreciate all y'all for coming through and always showing so much love. We here. I see who's your favorite DC character. He gonna tell you in the chat real quick. W Stream. We out of here on OhnahjiU Saturday. Peace. Y'all have a good weekend. Stay safe. Stay cool. Stay hydrated. Drink that water. Move your body for sure. Peace, family.